Hey, this is Dymock-Johnson. A video response to DBJ. What do you do when you as the GM, the DM, the storyteller, you're playing some variant of Samurai Ninjas? Bushido, that was the name of the game. I now remember. Bushido. Playing Bushido, some of these other new games, Legend of 5 Rings or whatever they are. Or some more, you're just playing D&D because, well, they're the only books you got, so you do D&D for everything. Or you're getting your GURPS on, you're getting your GURPS Japan. But whatever you do, you've told the player, Daimyo has sent his men to get you. What to do? And the player says, well, I wait for them. And I sit down, I kneel. I place my sword in front of me, and I close my eyes, and I meditate, awaiting their arrival. Okay, well, that player is actually, yes, prone, blind, because they're not really paying attention to their surroundings. They are meditating, they are getting their mantra on, and they're not currently armed. So, if some dishonourable rogue leapt in and gutted them, then they would probably get gutted. But the Daimyo's agents are probably not absolutely despicable, dishonourable rogues themselves. They are also playing in the genre of samurais and ninjas, whatever game you're playing. They are in the genre of samurai and ninjas, and there are genre conventions to go with that. The genre conventions say that if you come across someone who is your target, but they are kneeling, their sword in front of them, and it looks like they're praying or meditating, then you patiently wait for them to do their thing. Maybe you politely cough. Excuse me, my lord, but we are here to kill you. You announce your presence, because only an utterly dishonourable dog with no honour, a complete black-hearted villain, would leap upon them and strike them down. Of course, the agents do not have to be total fools. They can surround them. You often see this in the movies. They will surround the prayman. But you do not, in those genre games, disturb the man praying. You let him do what he's doing for his guards, get it all, make peace with his guard, let him pick up his sword. The genre is they wait for them to fade the first move. We always tell the PCs have to be in genre, the GMs, NPCs also have to be in genre. So that applies to other things. If you are playing some sort of superheroes game, then the villain should run from the playbook of the evil mastermind list. They should gloat. They should explain their plan. They should, when they capture the enemy, they don't put a bullet to the head. They stick them in an overly complicated death trap and then wander off, letting the death trap do its thing. They do all the classic villain tropes. If you're playing, likewise, you're playing a spy game, something from the genre of James Bond, then the Bond villain should act like a Bond villain, not like a super competent mastermind who knows the genre conventions and plays against them. They should play to the genre conventions. Likewise, orcs in your classic fantasy games should be brutal despoilers. They will take out too much time to loot and rape and pillage rather than efficiently kill the heroes, because they're orcs. That's what they do. And so this means that you play to genre. You play to the conventions of the genre. And oftentimes in games, these are built into there are actual mechanical rules for it. In many of the Samurai Ninjas games, there'll be an honor stat floating around somewhere, and you've got to keep your honor stat up. If your honor stat is really up, then you get other mechanical bonuses, you get interaction bonuses, you get combat bonuses, you get all sorts of weird, wacky things beyond the game. And if it collapses to nothing, then you're expected to kill yourself, because you can't live without honor. the other characters should also act. The NPCs should also act as if they're following the same rules. This is something I see broken time and time again. The NPCs don't have to abide by the same rules that the characters do. And this is what pisses off a lot of players. You know, my paladin's going to be lawful good and is going to do all these damn things. But that NPC one doesn't. He just gets to be a super cool guy, a super cool fighter who can heal himself. Bugger that. Why can't I do that? You saw this in Vampire a lot. Vampires in Vampire the Masquerade degenerate. Botch a will roll. Will rolls are kind of common. You gain a derangement. Botch and virtue roll, and virtue rolls were even more common. Gain a derangement. So you would gain derangement as you played. And yet these elder NPC vampires with disciplines powered by will rolls had not one single fucking derangement. How the fuck did that work? How did that happen? And they said, well, we wanted our NPC to be powerful. But they're obviously an NPC from a different game where will rolls, when botched, do not produce derangements. An elder vampire should have a basket full of derangements, and that's why they are afraid of the anarchs, because the anarchs are still relatively sane. Well, sorry, not anarchs, new PCs. Because not every new PC will be an anarch, even though they are. So that is why there is this tension. The newer vampires are slightly more functional, but you never got to see this. You just got to see these tricked out things with hordes or disciplines, which cause many players to convert those disciplines and turn it into what one of the game designers lamented as, damn, actually what we've created is vampions. Oh, fangs. Champions with fangs. Yay. But because they did not have their NPCs act in the game conventions or in the genre conventions. And all Vampire, it was supposed to be a mass of walking complexes. So why weren't they? And this is what causes the disconnect. So, play to genre. Play to how the conventions of the universe work. The last one would be Star Wars. Star Wars is predicated on the fact that teeny tiny fighters can blow up the biggest, baddest space station ever. If you can't do that in your Star Wars game, you've done it wrong. Additionally, Star Wars is also all about the romance. There is an awful lot of romance going on, especially for a movie of only 2 female characters. There's an awful lot of romantic subtext going on. So if your game does not have, Star Wars does not have a romantic subtext, you're probably not playing the genre. So, yeah, that's the essence of the response. Yes, your kneeling, eyes closed, meditating samurai is prone, disarmed, and blind. And were anyone to break the genre conventions and attack them, then they would suffer all those hideous disadvantages. But no one would, because it never happens in that genre. Thank you.